Do you remember the first time you started learning a foreign language? You opened the textbook, and every word felt unfamiliar. Every grammar rule seemed headache-inducing. You couldn't remember the vocabulary, and your pronunciation was far from perfect. You even began to doubt whether you'd ever be able to learn it. But you didn't give up. Every day, you committed to learning a few new words, listening to short audio clips, and practicing simple sentences. Then, one day, you realized you could easily understand an entire conversation and express your thoughts fluently in the language. That sense of ease and confidence made you incredibly proud. This transformation from struggle to fluency, from incremental progress to a breakthrough, is the flywheel effect quietly manifesting in your life. What is the flywheel effect? The concept of the flywheel effect originates from Jim Collins' classic book, Good to Great. It describes a phenomenon where, in the initial stages, pushing a massive flywheel requires an enormous amount of effort, turning it round and round repeatedly. Eventually, you reach a critical point where the weight and momentum of the flywheel itself become part of the driving force. At this stage, you no longer need to exert as much effort, and the flywheel continues to spin rapidly. Once it enters a state of inertia, the flywheel turns on its own and accelerates at an astonishing speed. When starting out on any significant goal, be it learning, work, or life, the initial stage is often the hardest. It's like pushing a stationary flywheel. It takes immense effort to get it moving. This pushing phase involves overcoming challenges, expanding your skills, and gradually building a system that works effectively. Once the system is in place where all parts align and work together, the process becomes much smoother. No longer requiring the same intense effort as at the start, the system begins to sustain itself, yielding increasingly impressive results. This self-reinforcing and self-sustaining process is the essence of the flywheel effect. What does the flywheel effect teach us? It teaches us a crucial lesson. Consistent effort, over time, will eventually unleash tremendous power. So, don't give up just because you don't see immediate results. Keep pushing, and one day, the momentum you've built will lead to exponential success. The flywheel effect in our daily lives. Personal growth. Fitness. Exercising daily may show little effect at first, but after a few months, your physical fitness improves significantly. Skill learning. Learning a new language or instrument feels challenging at the start, but persistence leads to rapid progress over time. Career development. Experience accumulation. A programmer who writes code daily gains experience that opens better career opportunities in a few years. Career advancement. Starting with small projects to build skills, one may eventually be promoted to management roles. Financial management. Compound interest. Regular saving and investing allow compound interest to grow wealth exponentially over time. Passive income. By continuously investing time and money to build assets, one can eventually achieve financial freedom. How can we successfully push our flywheel? In our personal development, moving from ordinary to extraordinary is like consistently pushing a massive, heavy flywheel. This process does not rely on lucky breaks or sudden miracles. Instead, it requires persistence and accumulation. 1. Focus on accumulation. Every breakthrough is the result of continuous effort over time. 2. Stay persistent. Overcome the resistance at the initial stage, and momentum will eventually take over. 3. Identify the key drivers. Find the core forces that propel your flywheel, and focus your energy on them consistently. 3 tips to help you get started. As the saying goes, the first step is always the hardest. Here are 3 practical suggestions to help you take that step. 1. Set the right goals that suit you. With a clear direction, your efforts won't be in vain. Goals act as a lighthouse, guiding you forward. 2. Break down goals to enjoy small wins. Big goals can feel overwhelming. Break them into smaller tasks so each accomplishment fuels your motivation. 3. Act immediately, start today. As Benjamin Franklin said, don't put off until tomorrow what you can do today. Taking the first step is what gets the flywheel moving. Now, let's break the actions into detailed steps to give you a clear roadmap for success. 1. Define your goal. Clearly identify the flywheel you want to push, such as personal growth, career objectives, or team projects. 2. Identify key drivers. Pinpoint specific actions that will propel your goal forward, such as daily practice, learning new skills, or building essential relationships. 3. Create an action plan. Break the larger goal into smaller, manageable tasks, and start with the simplest actions. 4. Execute consistently. Repeat the actions consistently, even if you don't see immediate results. Persistence is key. 5. Review regularly. Monitor your progress and identify areas for adjustment to ensure you stay on track. 6. Reach the critical point. When your efforts accumulate to a certain point, you'll notice results accelerating. 7. Maintain momentum. Don't stop after achieving initial success. Keep pushing the flywheel to reach even greater heights. Example 1. Writing a book. 1. Define your goal. Finish a 100,000-word novel. 2. Identify key drivers. Write 500 words daily, regardless of inspiration. 3. Create an action plan. Break the novel into chapters and set small goals for each chapter. 4. Start accumulating. Build a habit by writing consistently every day. 5. Review regularly. Check progress weekly and adjust the outline or content as needed. 6. Reach the critical point. At 50,000 words, the story becomes more cohesive and ideas flow more naturally. 7. Maintain momentum. After completing the first draft, focus on revising and editing until publication. Example 2. Starting a fitness journey. 1. Define your goal. Achieve a healthy and fit body. 2. Identify key drivers. Work out 4 times a week and maintain a balanced diet. 3. Create an action plan. Set short-term goals, like losing 2 kilograms in a month. 4. Start accumulating. Track daily diet and workouts to create visible progress data. 5. Review regularly. Adjust your training plan based on weight changes and results. 6. Reach the critical point. After 3 months, noticeable physical changes occur, and workouts become enjoyable. 7. Maintain momentum. Continue healthy habits and set higher fitness goals for ongoing improvement. In life, we encounter countless flywheels that need to be set in motion. Whether it's your career or love, the initial stage always requires perseverance and dedication. Those seemingly unmovable flywheels will eventually start spinning if you invest effort and stay consistent. And when the flywheel truly begins to turn, you'll be amazed by the immense energy it generates. As Jim Collins said in The Flywheel Effect, "We cannot control or predict everything in life, but if you believe life is a series of card games, and you never give up facing each hand, good or bad, with your utmost effort, that will lead to the best compounding effect." Are you ready to push the flywheel of your life with your effort?